love it so much. I can't resist. You know me. I just can't resist. And today we also have the wonderful, the fabulous. I'm so very excited to be celebrating Giovanna Siniscalchi. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, V. Thank you, Tara, for having me here. It's always such pleasure to be here. I loved it.
Oh, yay. Well, I got the pleasure of reading your first book of the Swans of Paris series. Now, Tara also read. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. And Tara read The General's Gift as well. So I know she's so excited.
Hold on. My heart is uneven, but it's there.
We're excited to talk to you about this whole series today. Thank you for carving out some time in your day to chat with us about this incredible series that everyone who's read it has just been, oh my gosh, just over the top excited about it. So
love it.
I'm so thankful we get to talk about it. We've got some friends in the chat right now. Who do we have? Sock, hello. She just finished the book for book club, which we will be getting to at the 30-minute mark today. We're going to talk to Gio for about 30 minutes or so, and then we'll talk about our book for book club for those of you that are like, what's happening? We're doing double duty today. We're very excited about it. I'm going to save this comment, Sock, for book club. Let's see here. Is it enough encouragement as you go, girl? Or request I leave? No, don't leave. You're so funny.
It's like a go girl.
That's right. You not leave. Megan says, hello. I didn't get to the book this month. You know what? It happens every month, right?
Yeah.
Some of us just come for the fun and the chit chat, and we don't always read the book, and that's fine. Currently in the car as my husband drives us home from a family event. Oh, we're so glad you could join us. This sucks. Like, hi, Mr. Book Nook. Hello, Gwen. Perhaps they should open a finishing school. Perfect. Oh, she's talking about the book club. Okay, we'll get back to that. Okay, and then Crystal is here.
Hey, Crystal.
Hello, Crystal. Hello, Kristen. Terry, hello. Abby Jean, hello. Lisa, hello.
Oh my goodness, everybody's here.
I know, right? We've got Affy. Hello, Chelsea. Welcome, welcome. We are so excited. Sock says, if Wyoming isn't here, it's because her seasonal job is taking a lot of time and energy. She wanted me to let everyone know she misses us. Barkity. Oh, Wyoming, if you're watching this in the replay, we're so missing you right now. And we're so thankful that Sock was able to convey your regrets. She's working like 16 hours a day. She is really going for it. So we're sending all the happy vibes and the energy that you can get. So we're missing you. All right. So let's start talking a little bit about this incredible series, The Swans of Paris. Now, I'm going to pop this up here. Gio, for those of us that aren't familiar, tell us a little bit. I'll close it so we can really see you. Tell us about what this series is.
Okay, so I dance ballet since I was a girl, and I love it so much, and it's been such a huge part of my life. And one day I was watching, my daughter also dances ballet, and one day I was watching her dance in my living room, and my son plays the piano. And he was playing the piano. He was actually playing a waltz. He was practicing the waltz, and she was trying to dance to the song, but he kept changing the rhythm of the song. Every time I kind of caught up with him, he would then change it, and they kind of speaking through movement and song. And I thought, wow, what if there is a couple that could only kind of reach each other by art and by music and movement? So then I just I started to think about, but in what situation would they meet like that, and how could they be together like that? And then, since I love the French history and also Regency and all this period from the beginning of the 19th century, then I started to build the story of how British aristocrats would get to know this ballerina, and in what situations they would get together and kind of meet through music and through song. Then I decided that, well, yeah, she has to come from somewhere and she needs to be French. And then I thought that maybe there were these girls that escaped from the revolution in France, and they came to Britain as a lot of French aristocrats came from France back in escaping the terror.
Mm,
And
mm,
got lost from their families or lost everything they had, and they lived on or translating, giving French lessons, perhaps even giving ballet classes. And then these girls in my stories, they started, they were adopted into the Covent Garden Company of ballet, and they became the Swans of Paris. And the Swans of Paris actually is kind of a play in Shakespeare, because Shakespeare was called the Swan of Avon. So they self entitled them as the Swans of Paris because they learned to speak English by reading Shakespeare. So that this is how all the stories started. And pleasure to kind of keep the story going for each of the girls.
yes.
And it is very very it is very fulfilling to write the stories and to also build each of the girls' lives in relation to their love for Shakespeare, because kind of the first ballerina, she really loves ballet, and she's kind of growing up out of Shakespeare. So she kind of has a kind of she still loves Shakespeare, but she's growing out of it. uh,
Mm,
Second Swan, she is kind of, she writes her life around the stories and around the play, and so each one is very different because of these relations that they have to Shakespeare. So
I love that. Now, as you're right, so currently we have 2. There's a
yeah,
third one that is coming out. When is the third one coming out?
October of 2026, like next year.
Okay.
It's kind
Okay.
of, it's very soon because the year.
Right. We always think things are farther away than they are. Truly. And then can we expect a fourth one in 2027?
Actually, is a kind of the fourth one will be in the Wayward Books series, and it will be there for I think 1 year, and then I
Oh.
will into the story. So there will be
Oh.
4.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I love it. So we already by this point, those of us that have gotten a chance to really get into this world, we know that there are 4 primary ballerinas. One of the questions I had was, do you have a swan that you relate to the most? Or one that who challenged you the most while you were writing? What would you say?
I think I relate more to Elaine because of her. I was always very work driven, and
Mm,
it was always a struggle to kind of juggle work and the family and love life. And I think this is kind of her her key conflict was to kind of understand that she was more than the ballerina, and she could give more to the world, more than that. And I think this is kind of something that all women in our age can relate to, because it is very hard to kind of, when you have a career and realize that you don't have to be to work like 20 hours per day, and kind of uh, choose not to have a family and to have a love life because you want to work so hard and to be like better than everyone else. I don't know, but I grew up with this sense from my mother, because kind of my mother was that of that generation that she burned her bra. You
I
know,
love that. I love that.
always told me that, Gio, if you wanted to be anyone in life, you gotta be the best one in your field. You
I
gotta work
love that.
harder than every man in the room, because otherwise you always will come like third and fourth. And so
Mm,
I think this is kind of the struggle that Ellen represents. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
but Flash, she was harder to write because she was so whimsical and so pure and fun, and kind of it is hard for a woman my age to kind of be able to construct this kind of innocence.
right.
It, it is kind of and it not sound like false. It's
Mm,
very hard to really get into the character and kind of make her flourish and make her
mhm.
bright, and kind of this character that makes everyone laugh and makes everyone kind of experience this Shakespearean comedy. And it was very, very hard to, to to construct this side.
I love it. Oh, I love it. And I wanted to ask you, so you've kind of already started to answer this, but and I'll remove this so we can see Tara still. The series leans into themes of resilience, found family, reinvention, and feminine power. With it, like the bra burning you were just mentioning, within restrictive social systems. What themes do you see as the emotional heart of the series? Or do we kind of, I know you've kind of covered it already. If you, sorry, but I just wanted to make sure I got a chance to ask it.
Yeah, I think it is. You already spoke about them. Is
Yeah.
this female? Being female is not being strong, and female doesn't have to be always giving punches and kind of kicking ass. You can be strong and be feminine at the same time, and
Mm,
claim your space in the world, and
yeah.
that finding balance in life, or
Mm,
doing to do what you love doesn't mean that you are only good for that.
I
I
love
We can have so many sides in life, and I feel that when we are kids, we can see that in kids, how kids have all these traits and they have all these edges, and as we grow, we kind of get this polish too much. We kind of
right.
everybody starts to look the same, and
Mm,
I try to, when I'm writing, to show that we don't have to, in order to grow, you don't need to be someone you are not. You
yeah.
don't have to lose the traits that make who you are. You can
Yes.
try to nurture these traits, and kind of it's what I like to do with my kids, and
Yes.
just letting them be who they are and showing their bright side.
I just love that. I mean, it's something that's, it's set so long ago and yet so ridiculously relevant today. How beautiful. And that we can all learn something from a story. I'm sorry, I'm Tara, I'm talking too much. Did I've got a great question here about from Terry. She was just talking about the cover here. And she wanted to know, she goes, I love the cover. Can you tell us more about the conception of it? And I know Tara's going to want to talk about this book too. So, Tara, just tell me to be quiet.
I just love it.
She's like, I just love it. That's all I
I
wanted
love
to say.
it so much. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, sorry. So, Terry, Terry was wondering if you could tell us about the conception of the cover. Sorry, Terry.
Always when I think about the covers, I try to I want it to be about the characters and to reflect how they are physically, because I think it's important. And also, I want to give out kind of the mood of the novel, since this is kind of a brighter. It is the mood and the tone is brighter. Has a lot more comedy. It's less intense than the first book. So
Yeah.
I brighter colors and to make it feel more alive and kind of whimsical in that sense, while for the Duke's Dream it is darker and have more reds, and kind of instantly show you that this is going to be a more intense novel, has themes of obsession, of
Mm,
class difference, and um,
mm,
just kind of a very much stronger uh, feelings between the characters, and it's much more harder for them to work out what kept them apart. So I want the covers to reflect this, and the reader to know, okay, this is going to be more intense and it's going to be more lighter.
mm.
That,
I can't even remember when I last read. Sorry, I keep going back and forth, but I can't even remember exactly when I read this. It was months and months ago, but I still have like visceral memories of certain scenes. And considering I've read like 200 books this year, the fact that there are portions of this that are like, they live, as people love to say, rent free in my mind. These scenes where the music is incorporated with the intense love scenes, and I mean, it's just epic. It's
yeah.
just epic, and I'm dying to get to this one. This is on the top of my TBR for 2026.
Yay.
Um, and I can't wait to see how it feels similar in terms of did you so we're okay. Tell us a little bit about this one for those of us that need to know. Let me back way up. Okay. Tell us about this one, Gio. Please,
Me.
if you or Tara. Tara, you could also tell us about this because Tara's probably like, I would like to say something.
He just got the stage. It's her beautiful book that I love so much.
I know. Well, I know we have age gap here, and as you had mentioned, it's a lot more whimsical as opposed to like the intensity. But I'm just so and also, isn't there's lessons involved as well, correct? Like she wants to okay, you remind me, Gio. Sorry.
This story it started with the character, with Celeste, because she was in the first book, and she was a lot in the first book. She is Elaine's best friend, and she was always there. And I always try to build my characters around a contradiction, because
Mm.
it is kind of what gives breath to a character, is that this conflicting traits. Otherwise the character becomes a cardboard. So we need contradiction in order to create the structure for the character, like the skeleton. And from scene one that Celeste was in, she appeared to me with this main contradiction, that is, she is the most romantic girl alive, but she also fears men. So this is kind of the great conflict within her, that she has this fear, but she wants to fall in love, and she wants to have a family, and she wants to experience this romantic love. So and then I had a lot of time to build on this main conflict, because so how would a character that lives like this, with this fear and this wish, how can she reconcile both these traits? And I realized that she does this by creating this comedy around her. So every situation that she feels herself in risk of a man, or a situation that is new to her, she creates a scene. She takes something from Shakespeare and adapts to her situation. She asks herself, "Oh, what Viola would do now? What would Titania would do?" And this way, she can navigate all the situations in her life. And as a consequence, she kind of creates this sense of comedy to all the characters around her. And this is kind of was the funniest part of the novel, was to kind of bring this chaos into the life of a general who, being British and being in command of thousands of men, And for people who knows war and knows what it was to do wage war in those days, it was kind of this huge amount of logistics and it was completely insane, the amount of order you have to perform in order to do that. So he was this very strict general with a literary black and white world, and now he has to live with this chaotic character who turns everything around her into a comedy, and she expects that from everyone around her. So it was super fun to bring this chaos into his life, and
Mm.
it was amazing because I read so much about the life of military men back in those days, and it was kind of a private joke to bring this kind of chaos and
Yes.
his everyday life. And from then, since they were so opposites and at the same time they have so much of what the other needed in their life, because he brings a lot of protection and she needs protection, and she brings this color and he is color blind. So it is amazing to have this dynamics. And the moment that they were on the page together, kind of magic happened. It was really really fun to write. uh,
Oh, so fun. So fun. We've got some great, at least one. Oh, Vi is here. I know she wanted to talk too about this, I think. Let me remove this. I don't want to cover Tara. I love what Sock said. What would Shakespeare ladies do? Disguise herself as a man. That's one thing that she would do. Gwen asked the question, do you write in English or do you write and then translate?
okay, I write in English, and because I've always read fiction in English. I bought my first Kindle in 2009, and since then I only read in English, and I only think in stories in English, because
Oh,
only kind of I think each language for me, it has a purpose. Kind of Portuguese is to speaking with my family. English is for reading and writing. French is for kind of romance.
oh, I love it. That's perfect.
Series in Netflix, because I think there is the best series in Netflix are in Spanish. So kind of each language for its own use.
That is neat. That is super neat. I love that. How fun. And Vi says that she's joining a bit late, but she's so glad that she can still see and hear a bit of the interview. We're thankful you're here, Vi. Italian is for romance, winky face. Comes Terry, who is French Canadian. Speaks French primarily. Terry, you're a hoot and a half. I love it so much. Speaking of French, which we've been speaking of kind of the whole time, but because I don't know how many people have seen the cover for the third one, can I show them the cover? And then we can talk a little bit about it. I mean,
Yes.
it's on Amazon. This is not like, don't worry. I'm so excited. I already showed Tara. Look at this. Look at this. I can't. Tell us, Gio, about this, if you would, because I'm dying and I have to know. I'm so
Okay.
excited.
I kind of when I started the concept of the series, I know a lot of people who knows me and knows that I have this passion for Napoleon and the Napoleonic Wars, and I've been reading like nonstop about this period since 2018. Kind of I have this obsession about it, and when I begin to create these ones, I knew that Louise would be the natural daughter of Napoleon. So This that's why she has the black hair. Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Tara and I just went like, what? Are you serious?
yes,
Geo?
yes, yes. So this is going to be kind of the climatic moment of the whole series. It's her story because it will have kind of espionage, and she will go through the Waterloo and the last ball, because we are going to have
Mm.
the scenarios that really made these last moments of the French Empire in this story. And the key conflict here is that during those days, spies were seen like the scum of existence. Kind of soldiers didn't want to go on missions without their uniforms because they were afraid to be caught as spies. Spies were the most disloyal of all beings, and Roderick is a spy, and he's seen as the most disloyal of all the spies in both the British Empire and France. And while Louise is seen as the most loyal of all the women, of all the daughters of France. So this is kind of will be the huge conflict between them, because he is a spy and she is kind of Napoleon's daughter, and also she's extremely loyal to her father and also to the cause that she will be pursuing in the novel. So it's going to be a super adventure. It will have a different feel from the other two because it will have more plot, and but I think it will be very thrilling, and kind of will be I will kind of get to use everything I learned about the period.
Yes.
And kind of I wanted to add a lot of details, like, oh my god, did they use that, did they do that back in those days? So that is how they travel, that is why they're organized, their battalions and everything. So I hope it will be everything that I want it to be.
I'm ready for October now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this sounds incredible. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Crystal said, I can't wait to continue on and read the General's Gift. Same, Crystal. I know. It's on the top of my TBR. The spy song looks so good too. The drama. And Gwen echoes what you're saying, Gio. It's a manner of honor. Spies are seen as having none.
Yes, it was.
I didn't know that.
Yes, I think that
Fascinating.
yes, I think W7 and James Bond kind of changed that for everyone.
Yes, right. Yeah, like they're the coolest, they're the best, and isn't that fascinating? Okay, I had to do this before I know I'm not gonna keep you much longer, but I had to just throw these all next to each other. This was like one of my I might make this my wallpaper on my computer. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So Gio, before we let you go, tell us where we can look for you, where we can find you, where we can enjoy these fabulous, fabulous books.
Okay, I'm always on Instagram. You can always find me there. I love to be on Instagram, but also on Facebook. I have a newsletter, and I love to talk about the novels. And I love to interact and to read reviews. Kind of, I think I know some writers kind of don't look at their reviews, but I am the opposite. I can need reviews. So
You're so
every,
good.
every day I open my Goodreads account and I go to my dashboard and see, ooh, I have new reviews. Let's see. Most of the days I get positive reviews, and kind of they help me through the day, and they help me to keep writing because sometimes it's very lonely.
Mhm.
And use kind of they are my fuel. I live for the reviews, really.
I love that. I love that.
I adore talking about the novels and reading the reviews, and kind of it is. I think I already talked about this with you, but I
Yeah.
think to create a story from nothing and
Mm,
keep it in my head for
mm,
on end for hours and hours every day, and then suddenly realize that these characters, this story, are living in other people's minds. This is such a I don't even know how to describe it. It's amazing. It's kind of a sense of connection and of I don't know. It's like creating something and something that is not tangible, but it is so real. And
mhm,
I think I loved it. I loved it. I think that if I only were to write the stories and kind of push them into space, it would not have the same value for me. So it
yeah.
is really, really amazing to be able to connect and to talk about the stories. It is a real pleasure.
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy. And we love having you on to talk about your stories. We could do it all day. We could do it all day. And I see a question here. I'm also doing something behind the scenes because I want to show. I just thought of something. I'm like, oh, I want to plug one more thing by her before we go. So forgive me. But Vi was just saying, maybe you already covered this, but was it a conscious decision to have the clothing on these 3 covers match so well? Like the colors and the details of the materials that they're wearing.
Okay, I think that kind of the kind of the Duke William is wearing kind of Regency clothes, and Hawk is wearing the military uniform,
Yeah.
and Roderick is wearing kind of what I think a spy would wear, and but the girls are all wearing too, and because of their ballerinas
Mhm.
kind of story,
Yeah.
and the two it kind of plays a part in all of the stories, especially in Celeste, but
Mhm.
as
Tara, you're so cute.
I'm sorry, I just love it. I love how Tool is like just such a part of her story.
yeah, and the two illusion was something that I read about in Marie Taglioni's biography, because Marie Taglioni was the first ballerina to dance on point, and she
Oh.
she was this very very famous ballerina in her time, and all the women, all the even princesses, duchesses, they all wanted to be like her, because she was like seen as this um, she was seen like this angel on earth, because she kind of dances on point, and
Mm.
I have everything she wanted. But one day she was visited by a princess and from an European court, and this princess, she was wearing a two illusion scarf, and kind of she really wanted Marie really wanted that scarf, and she was never able to get it. So that kind of resounded with me, because kind of she could have everything, but something so simple like a two scarf was beyond her reach. So I decided to incorporate the two illusion, because it's kind of this name is so
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. I want to hear more. Oh no, Gio. Oh
Yeah.
golly. I'm so in this right now. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh wait, here she comes. Here she comes. Maybe. Oh wait, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I hope she can come back. Oh, I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
Oh, Tara. While
I
she's
feel like Hawk is just so exasperated by her Tool. He's like,
sorry.
oh.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Tara, you were saying that you felt like Hawk was exasperated by her tool.
Yes, and it's like it's just such a comedic point in that story about her tool, and then I just love the point where like she ogles his thighs, and it's all about his thighs at one point between the women. You have
I can't wait.
such good comedy in this like story. It is very different from the Duke's Dream. I feel like tonal wise, but I loved it so much. I love that it's like just it's playful with heart. I feel like, and I just have to tell you, it's lovely.
Oh, yay!
So that had so much fun with the scene in which he enters the room that she's getting her wardrobe, and then he realizes that he's completely out of his depth because a lot of women and they are talking and laughing, and he realizes, oh my god, what am I doing here? And he says something that kind of he bursts out that she would look ravishing even in sackcloth, and then he goes away, and then the women starts to swoon and fan themselves like, oh my god, that man, and kind of Celeste, he's what? I don't understand that. That
It's
is
kind
not
of like her naivety too. I love how that comes into play, and like I loved how she seems so young. I don't know. I just love it. I love it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
Vi says, I'm so invested. I'm loving all the tool. That's amazing. Okay, so Gio, before we let you go, I promise I will, because she's got things to do. She's got people to see, places to go tonight. We're so excited for it. But I wanted to show up a little something while I was thinking about it just now. Let's see here. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I just, with the holidays coming up, I couldn't help but bring this up. I think I read this last year, but it may have been 2 years ago. It's terrible.
Might have been 2.
This was one of my favorite holiday novellas ever. And so tell us a little bit about this, Gio, for anybody looking for holiday novellas. This is the time. This is the time. Tell us about this. This is a different series, everybody, by the way. And I'm loving the new cover. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll stop. This is just amazing. Sorry. So this is the 5th book, right, in the Winemaker series. But if you haven't read the entire series, I think you're fine. Right? This could absolutely be a standalone.
Mm-hmm.
I read it as a standalone. This is actually my first book I ever read. And fell in love. And so now I just keep going.
Yes. And again, like, this is very atmospheric. I mean, we're at his estate right before the holidays. We've got a woman who doesn't necessarily want to be there. She's there sort of because she has to be. And he's got a chip on his shoulder about the way that the Scots are portrayed, or not portrayed. That's not a very good word. You're a writer, Gio. You would know better than me. But he's tell us a little bit about this before you run off, before we let you go. Everyone seriously needs to read this. I'm telling you. But yeah,
it's good. Inspired by the Turandot opera, because it is like she is a kind of, her family is ruined financially. They live in Portugal and they are wine traders, and her family is ruined, and they need her to propose marriage to this Scotsman who is also living in Portugal, and he built an empire of wine in this region, and but everyone in the English community doesn't like him because they see him as this uncouth Scotsman. And that he has no manners, he's a brute, he has no education. And then her father forces her to go there and ask him. And then he tells her, okay, if you can prove yourself to be a winemaker's wife, then I will marry you. You have to do 3 challenges,
That's
and
right.
in my property, in his winemaking property during the holidays.
Yes.
Knows, and it is I loved writing it because there is a lot of humor as well, and but it's also very intense because kind of he was my first Highlander, and I went a little wild with him as I had read Sir Walter Scott's Waverley, that there's a lot of Highlanders there, and I got all these details and added to his character. So I think it is a very it is quick and fun and spicy as well. So
It's just so
Yes.
fun. It's and
yeah,
you know what?
Cello and wine scene is all I have to say. Wine tasting and cello scene.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You know what? I didn't even think about this, but thank you, Gio, because it really this is our book, which is about a Scotsman and Highlander. So you know, it's like I knew what I was doing when I was transitioning from one thing to another. So, oh my gosh. But I'm going to remove all this. Thank you so much for
thank you.
spending time with us today. Everybody is so happy that you were here. We're
Thank you.
so ravenous to read more of your work. And I have all of the important links in the description box as we speak. So if you're looking for some links to click, don't hesitate. And
Can't wait
and
for
it-
Louise's book.
I know, I know. Oh my gosh, October can't get here soon enough already. I tell you. All right. Well, Jill, we're going to let you go. Have a great rest of your evening, and we will look for you soon.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye bye. You guys are awesome. Bye bye, Fifi.
Bye.
Everybody's so happy.
Everyone.
Bye. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, she's doing it too.
Oh, how cute.
I love it. I love it. Oh, bye.
Bye, Gio.
So fun. Oh my gosh, I love having her on. I tell you what.
I just love her.
I tell
She's
you what.
great.
We need to see if we can get her on when her next book comes out. Right?
Yes.
You know? Oh, I'm ready already.
I'm telling you, read the General's Gift. Okay,
I'm
guys?
so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so
I love
excited.
it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, she's great. She's so great. Now, can we do this? Never been attempted before in book club. We're going to switch gears.
Do we ever do that?
We've never done it.
We go
Because
on tangents, that's for sure, but
Well,
not
that's
yours.
very true. That is very true. All we do is shift gears then, I guess. Yeah. But normally, you know, we'll have an author when we do our sprints. I was
Right.
like, I really want to have when she couldn't come for sprints. I was like, I really, really, really want to have her on still. So I was like, come to book club. We'll make it work. We'll
I'm
make
so
it work.
glad because I loved the General's Gift, and I can't wait till I think I'm gonna buy both sets.
Yes.
I have to get the General's Gift, but then when it comes to these ones, because these ones that I know are the Kindle ones, but she said they might come out in paperback.
Oh, if they're
and
on
if
paperback,
they do, I'm gonna buy all of those as well.
you better believe it.
Take my money.
Yeah, exactly. Please take my money, please. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vi says, I'm so looking forward to those books. I know.
Mhm.
I know. It's so true. Hello, Christina. Love your cute little Hogwarts type badger. It's so cute. Chatting about whatever is fun. You know it, girl. There's always people that come to talk about the book, and then there's people that just come to hang out, and we're always happy to have you. So if you read it or not, you know, there's going to be spoilers, but enjoy, you know, hanging out with us if you'd like. We love it. We love it. So, as I shift gears here, I actually, when I was making all of my my banners, I made sure the ones that I wanted for book club, I put a teapot in front of so I wouldn't get confused.
Oh, cute. What a great
So all of
idea.
the rest of our banners are going to have teapots in front of them.
I love it.
So yeah, oh good, I'm so thankful. So let's just start talking about book one of, is it Midnight? Oh, for Pete's sake, Midnight. Something Midnight. Do you remember, Tara, the name of the
Trying to read
series?
it. I can't.
Oh, is it on
It's
there?
empty on the screen. My
Oh
eyes
my
don't
gosh.
work anymore.
On the screen. I'm not embarrassed at all. It's Midnight in Scotland, book
Yeah,
1.
that's
That
it.
would be helpful to actually read. The irony.
I do
I know
love
the
the
cover's
cover.
great. The
What's up with
cover
all
is
the red hair covers? I'm loving them. I almost want to do a video of all like red hair Rex for
Yes!
historical romance because I've read so many lately.
Truly. You know, as I read this book, all I could think about was, is it Demelza from Poldark? That's who I see
I
in my
haven't
head.
seen Full Dark. You know what? I was thinking Merida.
Oh, that's another great example. Oh my gosh, of course, Merida. Hello. Why didn't I think of that? Is Geo going to publish the paperbacks of the People covers? We're hoping.
We're hoping, yeah.
And then we're going to throw our money at Geo and be like, take it all.
Take my
We need
money.
these covers.
Yes.
Can you
I have
imagine
something
these?
to say. I have 2 more chapters left, so
No
of the making of
spoilers.
the Highlander. No, you guys can spoil because I'm pretty sure what's gonna happen. Like I'm literally right there. I'm like I actually only have like a chapter and a half to listen to,
Yes.
and I think I'm gonna go a 4-star.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you for actually getting us back on track. Good job, Tara. I was like, what are we talking about? I love that Kristen said Ariel. That's another great example. We should do this every month. Be like, what famous character, could be the character in the book?
That's true.
I can give you a couple more recs for ginger hair, Tara. Ooh. First read, 3.5 stars. Thank you, Gwen, for getting us back on track.
Oh, it's my first
Lisa
read as
says,
well.
oh,
Sorry.
yes. That was no, please. Why would you answer the thing I asked you? Why would you do that, Tara? That was my second time reading. My rating stayed the same, around a 4 to 4.5 stars. Yes, and yeah, to get back on, sorry guys, number of times read and rating. So if you haven't had a chance, feel free to disclose that with us. And of course, if you haven't read it, don't even worry about it. We're not going to judge. For me, this was my first reading, and I can't remember if I settled on 3 or 3.5 stars. And we can talk more about that. But it's on Goodreads, it's done quite well. And I feel like it didn't quite hit for me the way I was hoping that it would. But I still had a good time. And I have
Sorry. I was thinking
no.
because it didn't hit the way I was thinking it was going to.
Yes.
Like I thought it was going to be a 5-star. I mean, a 4-star is still good. Like it was still a good read, but I was like in my brain, maybe it's because I built it up.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. And for me too, and let me know in the comments, and Tara also, I feel like I need to be in a particular frame of mind to read Highlander, like with the way they speak. Like I almost feel like if part of me wants to, okay, this is a really crazy
I
thing
thought
to
your
say.
channel was going to be Highlander.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was. For like 5 minutes, because I was like, well, no one has a Highlander channel. I'll try that. Well, there's a reason no one has a Highlander channel, because there's not as much you can do with that. And I love a little Highlander, but a little Highlander goes a long way for me. But I almost feel I would love to test myself as a reader, and tell me if this is crazy. You guys just tell me. You guys are honest with me. I'm thinking about at some point reading just Highlander for a while and seeing how that sits, because I feel like I said, I feel like I have to go into a mode. And like if I'm really in the mode of Highlander, I feel like I would enjoy it more. I don't know if that makes sense. There was a scene in which Annie is really going hard brogue. And then we've got, his name escapes me now. Why is Huntley John? What does she call? Well, she calls him English. That's why I couldn't think of his name. But and English is very buttoned up, proper English sounding. And I'm like, can these two even understand each other? Anyway, okay, I'm all over the place. Let me read these comments. My apologies. Sock says, when she was running around like a hoyden, I got adult Pippi Longstocking.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Huxley.
Any of the Weasleys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Christina, that's perfect. Abby Jean says, this was a reread for me. Great to reread before I pick up Broderick's story. Yes. Man, do I ever want Broderick's story. I know. I'm dying to see what happens with him. I loved that cover too. Have you seen the cover for the
Mm-mm.
next book in the series? I'm gonna have to grab that and pop that up. My rating went from 4 stars to 3 stars. Interesting. I've been in a historical slump lately. That is really interesting, Abby Jean. I feel like you're kind of echoing how I feel, or I'm echoing how you feel probably. Um, it didn't live up to my expectations. I
Yeah.
didn't care about Finley. Sorry. First time reading. See, I feel like I needed more Finley.
Yeah, Finley was very minimal in the beginning
That
and
was
then towards in the end.
that is actually part of my problem with this book. I felt like I needed far more Finley. And I felt like Broderick's story sort of bled into this book, that it
Hmm.
became like it sort of overlapped, and then and I didn't even see a lot of Broderick. Like, we don't really see her taking care of him. I don't think he got much screen time, and yet a great deal of this book was about him.
Yeah.
And towards the end, I feel like like once the two of them really get married, it felt like the book kind of shifted gears in my mind. And I want to hear what your thoughts are, everybody. But yeah, it just felt like we're kind of changing to a different story. Like I can't imagine what Broderick's book is and how good it is, because I feel like the author was more excited about that as she got further into this book, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Tell me if I'm talking too much, Tara. I know I am. So,
Never.
any thoughts? Yeah. Affy said, I didn't read it this time around, but gave it 4.5 stars when I first read it. And I think you're in good company, because I saw a lot of that on Goodreads. Still had a great time with it, though. Yeah, I did too. The Making of a Highlander was one I DNF'd. The ghost thing and her being considered mad and the writing, I couldn't get into it, but I did love another book by this author.
Ooh, which one?
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, do tell us. Do tell us, Crystal. Yeah, she did seem a bit antagonistic to me, like over the top antagonistic, to the point where I was like, why does he like her? But I want to hear all your thoughts. And I do have banners to make this more organized. Let's see. I didn't expect a gothic novel. Interesting point. Same. I have to be in the mood to read a Highlander romance. I prefer a Highlander novel when it's medieval.
Okay.
Kristen says, I found that I love Highlander romances as immersion reads. That is a great point. I love that idea. Vi says, I think that would make sense. I did that a while ago unintentionally. I'm guessing you're saying read a bunch of Highlander back to back, and it did help me enjoy the setting quite a bit more. Interesting. I love Highlander. Did I skip anybody? Oh, no, I didn't. Affy says, I love Highlanders, but the accents can be done horribly, which takes you out of the story sometimes, truly. I have loved some let me move this so I can see Tara. Sorry, Tara. I have loved some Highlanders, and I'm always on the hunt for more. My big issue is there are almost none that don't come with with an essay warning.
Yeah.
If anyone has any recs, please send them my way. I'm going to say Paula Quinn. I love her Children of the Mist series, and I love her McGregor series, which leads into the Children of the Mist. I mean, those are some of my favorites, and that's what made me want to start a channel, actually, because I just adored Paula Quinn's Highlander.
The singing Maya Banks,
but yeah,
and Sedusa Scott. Does that one? I don't think has essay.
Oh,
She might have already read it, but I'm pretty sure, and I'm not sure if that series, because I haven't read the whole series, but I'm pretty sure that first one doesn't. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
I can't remember. I read it a long time ago. I loved it.
Socks is yeah. Well, there you go. I haven't read Maya Banks yet, so I can't speak to that. But I can tell you Paula Cole was excellent. The first 6 books that I read by her. And then
just
there's a third. Right. The first 2 series, the McGregor series and the Children of the Mist series, were exceptional. And then we get into like an 8-book series that's like the 3rd generation, and it didn't quite hit as well for me. Sock asks the question, would you be reading Highlander historicals while still reading contemporaries? Oh, that's a good question. because talk about a difference.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
You know what I would say? What I would say to that, we've got oh golly, what is her name? Becky, Bex Reads. She loves these. Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm going to forget her name. She's an author that does a lot of Highlander. You guys are going to know. She does a lot of Highlander, and there's magic, a little bit of magic involved, and I really enjoyed those. And that's kind of a contemporary, but also Highlander. And then there's some contemporary kind of Highland settings that might be kind of fun. Oh my goodness gracious. Tell anyone who knows the names of those authors. It's going to drive me bananas. I want to say like Alexandra Kiley. I could be making that up. I have to look.
I don't know.
Gwen says, I wish we still use the word hoyden. I wish Annie called John. Yes. Or if Annie called John Sassenach rather than English. Yes. Yes. Because a lot of the ones that I've read have maps and cool pics. Oh, so fun. Yeah. Terry goes, why did she call him English? She would have called him Sassenach. That's how every Scot called English people. Now, here's a question. Is Sassenach a man also? I thought it was only a woman, but it must be a man too. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know that's what they called him.
Oh, because you haven't read enough Highlander, Tara.
I've only read this one, I think.
Oh.
And the and one of Maya Banks. I think I've only read like 2, maybe 3. I guess it's more medieval, but Untamed. Oh. And I did not like that.
Okay.
But I think I've only read maybe 2 or 3, so this will be like my 4th one, maybe.
Look at you becoming so well-rounded. So well-read. I love it. Sock said she gave it a 3. I liked it fine, but it felt kind of disjointed. Yes. I echo that. Yes. Lisa says this suffers from first book in the series.
Well, that is what we do around here. You're expecting a series, and we're always
I want to start at the beginning of the series, and then we're like, oh. I know.
Lisa. So true.
It's like when it is so true. Like when we were doing with the Wallflowers, talking about the Ravenels, and everybody was like, cold-hearted rake. What can we say? It's the first one in the series, and some people love it. But yeah, it's one of those. Abby Jean says, I liked Finlay as her guardian angel. I agree that there was a tonal shift toward the end. Yes. Yeah. That's how I felt. I would have loved more Finlay. He was so dear. Like, I would have liked it better if it had concentrated on Finlay or the conflict with the smugglers, but it was both at the same time, and I felt like that had detracted from both stories. Yes.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. Gwen says, I wish we still use... Oh, wait. What happened? It must have like copied itself or something. That's strange. Crystal says, The Madness of Viscount Atherborn by Elisa Braden is the other book I loved. Neat.
I'm gonna have to try that
one. Agreed, Terry. The best Highlanders are medieval. Fun. Thanks. I'll check out Paula Quinn. Yes, please do. And I'll look into more Maya Banks. I read the first one and enjoyed it, but never went on. And don't worry, I'll check first. Thanks, ladies. Yes, you're so good about checking those content warnings. I need to be better about that for myself. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, especially when it's an arc. And you're like, oh, why did I grab this? So yeah, she's so good. Karen Marie Monning also has paranormal elements, I believe. I read one of those, also enjoyed it, and never went on. I should try those again. Yes, that is so true. I have those, for Pete's sake. Like, where are they? This is the only one. It's the 8th book in the series, but this is the only one I read, and I really, really enjoyed it. This is her Highlander series, which is a paranormal Highlander romance, essentially, and she's done 8 of them. I think I read the first one too, which was kind of bonkers, but I always want to read more paranormal romance, and I just very rarely ever do. But yeah, thank you for bringing those up, Abby Jean, because we need to remember them, some of us, like me. Terry Sassenach is just the translation of Saxon. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Gwen says it might have been helpful to have read the Rescued from Ruin series first to have a better understanding of John. This was a question that I had. Thank you, Gwen, because I wondered as I read if this was a spin-off, because we learned quite a bit about John's friends. I was like, I feel like we're supposed to know these people.
And like his family. And I'm wondering if the sisters we should have known.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Because it mentions
truly.
She marries, who they're with. Wonder. I don't know. I honestly didn't even look. I'm like, I might know. I should probably know these people, right?
Well, yes, that's how you know you're on a spin-off. I think that's how you tell. You're like, we're talking a lot about these guys. So, yeah, in fact, let's talk characters. Let's talk a little bit more. What did we think? I have this one specifically. Annie, is she relatable, frustrating, endearing, or something else? So tell me what your thoughts are, but also we can just talk characters. I want to know what you guys thought.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I liked her.
I liked her the more I got into the book.
Yeah,
I would say the first like 30% maybe. I was just like, why is she so? I just kept thinking antagonistic was the word that kept coming into my brain, because she just seemed to want to poke poor John.
Yeah, I was thinking once we understand more of like she was raised by boys and men after, because her mom was only, died very young, that like maybe she took on some of those male traits of that time period, and so she was antagonistic for that reason. I was like, once we kind of understand her a bit, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's see here. Abby Jean said, I liked the teasers for Rescued of Ruin. Yeah. John's sister will marry one of Annie's stepbrothers. I think I saw that actually when I was looking at, is it Broderick? I think it's Broderick actually in the second book, because I was really curious to see. Say again?
They're not all married? No, he has 5, right? And only 4 are married?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Because I'm going to look it up because I want you to see this cover. You've got to see, it's really, there's only 4 books in the series, but I found this cover to be really neat. And I'm going to pop it up here. You got to see it. Pardon me. I'm going to take this banner off too so you can really see. All right, here we are. It'll be right here. Oh yeah, check this out. Look at that. So you can see Broderick has the injuries, like you can see it on his shoulder, and then he's got the eye patch.
Yeah.
And I love her gown. My gosh, this cover is everything. It's beautiful. But I just thought, based on how I was already complaining about the fact that Broderick's story really took over the further you got into this book, I thought surely he's next. And yes, so his book, and that is John's sister.
Okay. And I was wondering, now I haven't read to the end, so it may already have discussed this, and I might just be, saying things. But the sister of the bad, as far as I know, I think he's bad in this part, but I can't remember. He's like the higher up guy that's helping the other. What is his name? Yes. He's a lord of some sort, and I can't remember his name. But does she? I feel like she might marry a brother, and I haven't gotten that far to know that, but I just feel like that might be setting up something. Let me know if you got that like vibe.
Yeah, I guess. Good question. Good question.
I mean, I'm waiting to see obviously towards the end because like I said, I have a chapter and a half left. So it might all get. Right now she's in the middle of being kidnapped.
Right. Okay. Yes, I can't think of his name, and I'm Lord something.
Lord something, and he has a sister. And I knew he was going to be the bad guy. I was like, he has to be. He's the only one like that could help. That has like a name behind him.
Gwen asks an interesting question. Does anyone else find it a bit creepy that her destiny is to give birth to the reincarnated Finn? And I was wondering if that's really accurate too, because I can someone answer that, and maybe it's already in the comments, because I know that's what she believed, but I got the impression that that wasn't necessarily the case, and maybe they do leave that open-ended because
I
they're
didn't
like,
think that
maybe
was the
he's only.
case. Is
Say
that
again?
me? I didn't think that was the case.
Well,
I think
that's what
maybe
Annie believed.
that's what Annie believed, but that's not
Right.
what happens, right? Isn't like it's her guardian angel or like her mom sent it or
Right.
something, right?
Like
When
they've
she
got
passed
you get
away.
the sense that he was supposed to be with her until she was going to be protected by John.
Yes. Until
Right. That was, yeah. It just breaks
maybe
my heart.
I think she just
Poor
maybe wanted
Finley.
to be with Finn, and she thought that was the way to do it.
Yeah.
She just wanted
Right. Right. Yes. Yes. I hope. Yeah. If anybody has thoughts on this, please, we want to know. I liked how fierce Annie was, said Abby Jean. John could be a little too alpha male for me, but they made a good match. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. He needed a strong woman, and Annie fits the bill. When you're the only female in a house of alpha males, you need to fend for yourself. Truly.
I also thought it was interesting kind of how they had like I'd call it what it is, sexual assault of him as a minor, because that was a crazy
Oh,
story.
yes.
I was like, what in the world is happening? Because that was kind of thrown in there as well, because I thought it was like the French, the one that he was about to marry. She was like half French or something. He was about to marry her, but then there was the nanny or the governess. I was like, this is wild.
That was awful. It's like, why?
Yeah.
When I read that, yeah, I think I blocked that out. That
Sorry.
Was like, no.
Oh no, my God.
Yeah, that was awful. That was
like,
awful.
Potentially, if you're not protected, things like that could have happened back in that time period, so that people could move up in rank. Oh, sorry. It took me back when I heard that.
How dare you talk about the book that we read, Tara?
Sorry if this triggers anybody, but I was taken aback by that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. 100%. But I guess that's to show why he's distrustful of women.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 2 reasons now. Like, oh. So, anyway.
Yeah. He had some reasons. He sure did. Yikes. Did I read this already? I liked how fierce Annie was. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes. I liked how they helped train each other in their respective cultures, but didn't want the other to truly change. How critical.
Yes. I love that.
Well said. John's sisters marries Broderick. Yes. Lockhart. Lord Lockhart's sister married the 4th brother. There it is.
I knew she was going to marry one of the brothers. I thought it was going to be Broderick. But who was the author we talked to that said they couldn't put maybe like 2 damaged people together? There was like they needed a bright spot. Was that, who were we talking to? There was somebody where we thought it was going to be some. I'm going to have to go back and look. But anyways, and I said maybe that's why. You know what I mean? Because I assumed something happened to her with her brother. I haven't gotten that far, but I'm going to assume because he doesn't seem the upstanding figure, you know. So maybe they couldn't put 2, damaged characters potentially together.
Because that would be a lot. That's a lot to cover.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I feel like I read that in an interview too, perhaps with a contemporary author who was saying, or maybe it wasn't an interview, but I remember her saying, yeah, because she was concerned that, like, she wanted the book to be about the heroine's healing and the heroine's arc, and to have also a flawed, damaged hero would have just sort of bogged down the story. Yeah. Anyway, no, I remember what you're saying. I remember.
Yeah, I can't remember, and I was like, maybe it was. I don't know if it was Chastity Bolin or who. Maybe Annabelle Anders.
Oh,
Annabelle Anders, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Huh. It was somebody. It was definitely somebody that we interviewed. I know. I'm just horrible. I have a horrible memory. It's fine.
No, well, that's kind of a happy problem to have where you've interviewed so many people. You're like, goodness, who was that I interviewed? It's a happy problem to have.
But it made me think of like, okay, of course that's why they didn't. Whereas like I would have put them together as like a reader, but like authors wouldn't because they know what an undertaking that would be. So
Yes.
very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Sock says, I thought Lockhart's sister would be with Broderick, but she gets a book later with a different McPherson brother. There you go.
See?
There you go.
Same page.
Abby Jean says I'm correct, which thank you, Abby Jean. That is what she believed, that Finley was supposed to, like Gwen was saying, and that's what we all thought, that Finley was going to be her son. But ultimately it's revealed that he's her guardian angel. And that was weird though. Yeah. As far as Annie's character, I was bothered by the not like other girls and doesn't get along with other women stuff. I'm sorry. No, you're not talking too much, Abby Jean. Guess who's talking too much?
Never.
We love your comments. We love your comments. No, you got so many insights. It's great.
Yes.
The big issue I had with both reads, though, Jacqueline was enough for his development. The governess was unnecessary and gratuitous.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I thought Jacqueline would have been, and then we get this because she also wakes up, or he like, and he tries to harm, on accident.
So gross.
And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, too much, too much. Enough said. That was a bit. I was like, what? There's so much going on right now. I don't need this.
Was it just Lisa that was like first book syndrome or whatever?
Lisa knew.
She knew it. She knew it. Terry says, I think it was also to illustrate that he sleeps very deeply. I guess. That is true. That you would have to be a deep sleeper. Yep. I'm going to go over here. It was a Bridgerton moment. Yeah. Yes, I thought that. I was like, the Duke and I book 1 of Bridgerton. That is exactly what I thought, Gwen. Yes.
Yeah.
Terry said, I just finished a book with 2 broken characters that just healed each other. Oh, see, and that can be done well.
Was it contemporary? I feel like it does it in a contemporary setting usually.
Good question. Terry, what did you think of it? Was it a good one? Let us know. Abby Jean. At Abby Jean. I kind of got the not like other girls irritation too, but at least she did up ending forming female friendships. Yes. Yes. With the dressmaker. Yes. Say again, Tara?
I feel like the ones in her town were more like bullies. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, they were awful. Grizzle. Awful. Was her name Grizzle? I'm like, why is her name Grizzle?
Maybe it's Griselda. I'm just kidding.
Oh, there you go. Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, it was a time travel Highlanders novel. And yes, it was good. Very fun.
I definitely am having connection issues.
Oh, yeah, Tara, I think you're having connection issues. I didn't know if it was me. Okay.
No, I think it was me.
Okay, Tara. Don't you worry, Tara. It's okay.
Can you hear me now?
All right. So let's see. I got another banner here. Which side character stole this show for you and why? Was there any particular side character that you really enjoyed? Because there were like, some interesting cast of characters in this story.
Miss McBean was funny. Was it the lady? And then I liked her dad. Her dad's like, I know what you're about. I married her mother.
I loved her dad.
Yeah.
I loved her dad.
He just loved her as a daughter. He took her in.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And what was the name of the woman who could not cook? John's like, is she trying to kill me?
One of the McDougalls.
Yeah.
And poor Annie turns it gray. And he's like, is it supposed to be gray?
Right. And I love, poor Annie. That was another thing that I had. It was a little gripe I had with the book, but I'm like, okay, this is probably I'm stuck in the weeds here. But one of the things that sort of bothered me about the book was that, and we didn't even really see these scenes, but Annie is supposed to be taking care of Broderick to the level that she like passes out and is unconscious for a great length of time because she wore herself thin. It's like, weren't all your family right there? But again, I'm getting in the weeds here. I'm sure as a woman, that was her role, and they didn't think about it until she took on too much, and she's strong. But But anyway, so that part did kind of get me like, how did you let her work herself to the bone like that? Come on. I loved when she was like, don't let Mrs. So-and-so near my kitchen. Because she could not cook. I love that kind of running gag about this woman that could not cook.
Yeah, the poor lady. Also, I'm not far enough into the book, but I do think that the seamstress and the dad might have a little thing.
Oh,
I got that vibe. We'll see if that goes. And I mean, you all know if you've read it, but I do think that happens.
I love that. I love that for him. Right. I loved Annie's relationship with her father.
And I love her reasoning why she calls him stepfather. Because she's like, it's a choice because he chose me. And it's a reminder that he chose me. And I was like, okay, this is beautiful.
I know there were some scenes that really had me tearing up. You know, I mean, those certain notes, especially like with when Finley's like, I'm trying so hard to stay. Like, it was really hard for me not to get super choked up, you know, because I'm just, so emotional. Mrs. McBean, I loved her. The seamstress, Mrs. Baird, Betty, and Mrs. McBean. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I try to always turn my phone on ringer. Mrs. Baird, Betty, and Mrs. McBean, future crime fighters. Yes. Oh, that's right, Sock. You had said that at the top of the hour. Thank you, by the way, for repeating that, because that's so true. The seamstress and her father has had something going on.
See? I knew it. I'm just kidding.
There needs to be a novella between her dad and Nora. Yes, Gwen. Oh my gosh, I love that. I think that maybe Annie wasn't sleeping and the others didn't realize that. Yeah, that hopefully. I know. I'm like, why are they letting her get so tired? We do not know at the end of the book, Tara. Okay. The father of the seamstress.
But I still feel like maybe, right?
I mean, we've got a whole series. You know, there's time. There's time. Abby Jean says, I've already said stuff to this effect, but on Annie as the caretaker, I disliked the over-reliance on gender roles. This is the crux of the issue I've had with historicals lately, so maybe a me thing. Yeah. That's why we love, so many of us, we really appreciate those, like the Sarah McLeans, for example, where these women really still come into their power and there's that modern flair. Or I loved how just now Gio was talking about the ways that, again, I'm talking about how relevant it can be today, these women that sort of see themselves in one vein and don't really nurture other aspects of themselves based on the societal expectations of them. You know, and I love how Gio covers that too. So thankfully we have historicals that do address this gripe, because I'm there with you. I feel that vibe too, Tara. Yeah, about the father and Nora. I got the feeling that Nora and Angus maybe already know each other.
Maybe.
We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to hope that it's further into the series. A favorite moment. What do we think? Is there anything that really stands out as a favorite? I really enjoyed, and we haven't really covered this at all, and I thought the more of the book would be this, but you know, English trying to do the thing with the log. Of course, I can't remember anything what they call it, but you know, he's like really doing a terrible job. It's like 150 pounds, right? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, crazy.
He's trying to move this thing, and he's like, "This is harder than I thought." And she's like, "Let me tell you what you did wrong." I was anticipating a lot more of that in the book. So I really appreciated that, especially not knowing how little there would be later. Yeah. Because Angus shuts it down.
He said, nope. Yeah. He's like, I got her a chaperone. She's like, she's blind. She's not really, but he was like, no. I love how she comes to the clearing. Her and Miss McBean come to like the clearing, and he's in the lake, and she's like, I'm gonna go look for some things. About an hour.
Oh,
like,
yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. Let's see. The training for the Highlanders games. Yes. I really enjoyed that. I know we've talked about a lot of the moments already. Yeah. Oh goodness. If I'm going to go to the next one, but if you still want to talk about a moment, go for it.
I was just seeing the wedding.
Oh, the wedding.
Yeah, when he sees her come down the aisle, and he's like, "That's cute."
Yes.
That's always cute in books to me, though. So,
Mhm. Oh, I know. I love a good wedding in a book. This book leans into themes of self-worth, chosen family, class differences, and reinventing oneself. Which theme resonated with you the most? Any thoughts? Did I get this from a book club discussion board? Yes, I did. Why it's so very wordy.
this book leans into themes of self worth. Sorry, I was coughing during you reading it. Chosen family, class difference, and reinventing.
Hera.
I don't know.
I love what Abby Jean said about the fact that I think it was Abby Jean. Sorry, Abby Jean, if this was not you, but the fact that we're trying to change each other, we're trying to improve each other, but we don't really want the other person to change. Like we really appreciate things about the other person, and that is so lovely to see, especially in a makeover type book where like now we're trying to make over her and he's so worried that she's going to sort of dim her light by
Yeah,
becoming this proper polished lady. I loved that.
yeah.
I loved that. Oh, Abby Jean was talking. The Highland Games were fun. While reading this, Kevin and I were obsessively watching Physical 100, a physical competition show. Oh, so fun! I wanted to. I ran out of time, but one of the things I wanted to do while reading this book was to go on YouTube and look up like Highland Games because they do these.
Yeah.
I thought that would be so fun, and I still no, obviously there's still time, but I think I will. I want to see some of these guys do this in real life. Oh, for goodness sakes! I'm so sorry. This is not a scene, but I would have liked to have seen the scene between John and Angus when they made their deal.
True. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that.
Sorry, my phone is blowing up. Affy says, chosen family. I loved how the McPhersons took Annie in and protected her like a bear cub.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do like that too. That was lovely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gwen's like, I was just thinking that. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And how I think we've already covered this basically, but how do we feel about Highlander and Scottish books? And to that point, how many of us are planning on reading more in this series? I'd love to know who is planning on reading Broderick's story. Because even though kind of like several of you, I'm still kind of vacillating between like a 3 or a 3.5. I may just land on a 3 for the reasons that I've previously stated, but I will still say I did have a good time at points, and I do want to see what happens with Broderick.
I'm also just going to read Broderick's story.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I've already read half of Broderick's story in this book.
It's true.
So, yeah, true. Terry says eventually I would like to see Broderick's story.
It's definitely not high up there on the list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I might read it one day.
Yeah.
I have plenty right here.
Yeah. Do you? Do you there? I know. There's so many to read. I did enjoy the narrator. I did the audiobook most of the time. I checked out the ebook because I didn't realize I have no Elisa Braden, not a single physical copy of an Elisa Braden in my library at my house. So, but yeah, I did check out an ebook, which was nice, but I enjoyed the narrator. I thought she did a good job, but it was one where I didn't want to listen past 1.5 speed at most. That's all I could handle with the Brogue. Oh, she agrees with you, Tara. Plenty of other things to read. Gwen says, this one series I will be unicorning. I love that she just made unicorn a verb.
Oh, there you go, Gwen. Good job.
For anyone that doesn't know, unicorn or unicorning, which is now, it's a word now. It's a new word that Gwen just made. TM, copyright Gwen, where you finish an entire series. I love it. I love it. Lisa says, I gave Broderick's story 5 stars. Stop it.
Oh my goodness. Lisa, you're killing me. Now I want to read it. Even
I love that. I'm so glad you told us that, Lisa. I feel like, you know what, Tara, this would be a great question to ask every month. Like, who's going to read because generally we read things that are not standalone, you know? So we should always be like, who's
Yeah,
continuing
I
the
don't.
series?
Is there
And
such thing as standalone in historical romance?
I know. It's so true.
Sorry.
It's so true. Lisa, have you read all the series? Okay. Now we need to know this as well. I bet she's at least read the first 3 if she gave Broderick's 5 stars. You know, I
Oh
really
yeah.
have to know. Yes, the first book is the weakest in my opinion. There you go.
Interesting. Okay, Lisa. Thank you
Okay,
for making
I
it
do.
difficult, but I
I need
appreciate it.
to.
I appreciate the
I,
honesty. Just kidding.
I want to read this. I want to read Broderick's story. I'm going to get to it at some point. I really
Yeah,
will.
I do think Broderick's it's intriguing because I do want to know kind of what happened to him in the prison. I mean, we know physically, obviously he
Yeah.
has scars, and then his hand too.
We want to see him have an HEA, you
We
know?
do.
We do.
Okay. All right. And this cover.
Adding to the old TBR. Well, you know, and now I'm annoyed with myself that I didn't make a graphic for next month because we are doing a novella next month. We might as well talk about that. I don't think we decided on dates, did we, Tara, for
I don't
for
think
book
we
club
did.
or yeah, we will get on that and not because poor Terry isn't we're not gonna have her ask us and then us be all confused. But you can expect if I look at my calendar, my guess is we will likely I don't know how and we'll confirm this, Tara, obviously, but like maybe like the 10th of December, Wednesday for sprints, and then maybe like the 21st, unless that's too close to the holidays for book club. So but we'll confirm.
Yeah, we'll talk because I know I'm out of town on the 10th.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe the 9th if we could do not a Wednesday. I don't know. We could definitely talk about it.
The 9th is actually my birthday, so I'm probably going to be
Just kidding. Just kidding.
one of those December babies that everybody's like, "What? You have a birthday in December?
What is that?"
Yeah, so I probably will be doing something that day, but maybe the 11th? Or no, you'll be out of town still. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. See, I'm
we'll
still
definitely figure it out. We'll talk.
Yes. I loved how they called the Glen Arse Crease of Scotland. Yes. That was a hoot and a half, Gwen. Yes, it was. Why not make it the first week of December? That is a really good idea, Terry. See, I'm glad you're involved in this for the sprint.
That's what I was thinking.
Let's do that. Let's do that. We'll figure it out. We'll let you know ASAP. And our book is the fabulous Mimi Matthews, A Holiday by Gaslight. So, you know, everybody I know, and I know many people, is either excited to reread this or read it for the first time. We're gonna go crazy with this novella, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So, but this has been so much fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and my craziness and my millions of banners and my talking way too much. And Tara, I'm sorry that I talk too much.
Never. It's the perfect amount.
Yes, Holiday by Gaslight. You will like it. Yes, you will. Yeah, Vi says, sounds good. I loved it when I read it, so I might reread it. I'm going to reread it for myself. Yes, I'm so excited to reread it. I haven't read it in years.
Oh, and this will be my first read.
Oh,
we are forever.
Oh my gosh. You're going to love it so much. You're going to love it so much.
I feel like I will too. Everybody seems to love it.
Oh, truly. It's like one of those like touchstone books where everybody's like, oh yes, again the magic. Oh, A Holiday by Gaslight. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those like you must read if you enjoy historical romance. So yeah, I'm excited. Well, this has been lovely. And yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you probably the first week in December for sprints. Like Terry had the very great idea. It's like reading a Jane Austen. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Good night. Good night, ladies. Yes, this is lovely. And we will see you next time. Have a fabulous week. And
Yeah.
Tara, did you want to say anything? I'll stop talking for a second.
No, you're good. Just good night and thanks for being here with us. I'm sorry I didn't finish the book.
You know, you could have gotten away with it. We wouldn't even have known if you.
True. I couldn't do it though. Just kidding.
Midweek. Oh, thank you, Sock. Midweek motivation still on for Wednesday on Sock's channel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and make it because I don't have work.
Yay! Oh, that'll be wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Good night, everyone. It's been lovely to see you guys. We'll see you soon. Have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.